What's up, YouTube? This is BlueStorm from Team Mugen Duel. Today I will be doing a deck profile of my E-Heroes. This is what I used when I went to the regionals, and I was ranked 130 out of the 300 and something people that was there. This deck is, I would say, it's a decent deck. It's original. Not a lot of people run the deck the way I do. But without further ado, I will go ahead and get into the cards. Starting off with monsters. First off, I like to say 3 Alias. He's like your strongest beat stick in the deck, and he also helps me with some of the fusion monsters I use within the deck as well. On to the next one. I run 2 Elemental Hero Oceans. The reason for Ocean was one, he recycles your monsters that's in your graveyard, so you can kind of, okay, I got a fusion monster of an Elemental Hero and I can't special summon it. Okay, I will return that fusion monster back so I can reuse it once again. Or you can bounce back a card from the field that's an Elemental Hero to your hand that you might want to resummon again for a certain effect, maybe, depending on what the kind of card is. Next, I choose to only run 2 Elemental Hero Heats. They are real good, and for what every Elemental Hero you have on the field is 200. That includes itself, so get 5 and it's 1,000. Make them go up to a 26 beat stick, which will be a really nice thing to have. Very strong, very decent. Alright. Next up, I run, and I say 2 because it's the best way of running it, Elemental Hero Woodsman. Due to the fact he is the other recycle of the deck. He says, okay, he's on the field, standby phase. I get back, give me a polymerization from my deck or graveyard. So I can constantly keep saying, okay, fusion something, and swarm the field as quick as I can, depending on, how well the competition is doing against me. But I say only run 2 of these. Don't do 3 because they're kind of over abusing it. Just 2 would be just fine. Next card, I'll run only 1 Elemental Hero Voltic, 1 Elemental Hero Ice Edge, and 1 Elemental Hero Wildheart. Voltic, because of the Miracle Fusion, you can always get your monsters back to that bench, including if someone just bottomless your monster. I use Ice Edge because he, in a way, if he can attack directly, he pretty much destroys one set spell or trap on your opponent's side of the field, which will either A, force him to trigger that card, or to lose it. Not bad at all. And Wildheart, one reason I chose him, well, of course, he'd be kind of like a staple to the deck due to the fact he's immune to traps. And, well, you can never go wrong with that. Next card. Alright, I run, because of the metas, I run 2 Effect Veilers. I can kind of use them into my fusion summonings, but I kind of want to hold back on those at time to time, so, someone get a big monster has a strong effect that probably could destroy something on my field and I need it. I can keep them on my side, and that's one reason I kind of use the Effect Veilers the way they are now. Really good card. There's nothing wrong with it. 2 is the best. Don't go over it. Next card I run, and it's kind of, to me, I think we'll consider a staple, Neospacing and Grand Mall. Like it says in the fact, when this card is attacked or is attacking, it pretty much can bounce back that one monster in itself back to the owner's hand. That includes Xe monsters like Zenmane, so he won't, kill you right away. It's a good thing to have on your side of it, and stop big synchro monsters. Really good card. And last but not least, out of all my monsters, Morphing Jar. The reason for him is because at the time when I made the deck, it was lacking draw power. This monster right here will kind of help. It'll help your opponent, but if you keep it protected to your turn and you can do your big plays with the cards that you get, come in handy. Plus, helps you get cards if you don't have no hand no more. All right, and that'll be all my monsters. We're going on to the spells. I say I start out with 2 Polymerization and 2 Miracle. Like I said, Woodsman, pretty much already explained earlier. He's the basic reason for this one. He can recycle from grave or from your deck. Miracle Fusion is a really good card because of Elemental Hero Shining. For every Elemental Hero monster is removed, you can for every Elemental Hero that's removed, it gains 300 attack. And then whenever it's destroyed, it pretty much, gets you 2 banished Elemental Heroes. Plus it helps with Volta as well. to put back in, bring monsters back. Really good card. You can never go wrong with neither one of them. Next, I'll also run in the fusion category 2 super polymerization. One, they can't stop the monster that was summoned, or they can't stop the chain in corresponds to this. So once that monster comes out, it's out. You can't stop it from being summoned. Plus, it also helps me, you know, I can take a monster from their side of the field, say, okay, I want this monster. I take your monster and fuse with it. Especially if it's one of their big plays, you can prevent yourself from your monster from dying and take a bigger hit, win the game. Big play card, just be careful not to run 3. This deck also, including on fusion wise, is not the same, but it's a little bit different. I run 3 mass change. And this card is pretty much for the mass heroes like Diane, Acid Vapor, or Goku. But I don't run all of them, I only run certain ones. But it's good for combos to OTK your opponent if you have the right card setup, and you can just probably FTK somebody or OTK. It can go either way. Next up card I run is 3 E-Calls. I mean, one, you might as well say it's a staple to the deck, because you need search power. Stratos was the basic search, and as it being an E-Hero deck, why not? It searches elemental heroes, so no matter if it's their warrior or not, you can still get them out. Good thing to have, positive search power, and probably help you get bigger combos happening. Next, I run 2 Our Righteous Justice. Well, since the fact now that Heavy Storm's been banned and Stratos is gone, Our Righteous Justice pretty much can copy what Stratos does. Since Stratos says for every elemental hero you have, you can destroy that many spell trap that's not including himself. So why not? I mean, I could use MSTs, but with the elemental hero deck and I keep up the flow, I can just use this right here and then just pretty much have my own personal Heavy Storm. Real good. I say only 2 because you can end up destroying your cards by mistake due to the fact how many elemental heroes you got in your deck. I run 1 White Elephant's Gift due to the fact I need more draw power in the deck. I can send 1 non-effect monster and from my field to the grave and draw 2 cards. Like I said, this deck needed some draw power, so I added a little bit of draw power. Next up, Lightning Vortex. I was going to use Dark Hole, but I want to keep all my monsters on the field as much as possible. So Lightning Vortex means it ain't no big deal. I lose a card and pretty much destroy your opponent's monsters on the side of the field. But it comes very handy when you need it. Okay. The next card I run is the continuous spell card A-Force. I want to say this would be a big staple for this deck since most of my monsters are all warriors. And it says on here pretty much 200 for every warrior monster on your side of the field. So 5 warriors, you get 1,000 for all warriors that's on your field. Not bad, decent card to have. This card, Fifth Hope, pretty much is for elemental heroes, but it's another version of polymerization. You know, can't go wrong with it. Pot of Everest, you draw 2 cards after you shuffle 5 monsters, but with this one, shuffle 5 elemental heroes, get 2, and if you don't have control no cards on the field or spell trap wise, you get to draw 3 instead. Not bad. Last spell card, Gemini Spark. Due to the fact Alias is a Gemini monster, I can tribute him, destroy a monster they have, and I can give me a card back in this place. So it's like, okay, destroy your monster, I get draw power. It's not bad. It helps. It really helps out a lot for those big plays. And that's all my spells. Now we're going to go on to traps. I'll run 1 Dimensional Prison, 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulsory, which is a big help in the deck, but as you already know, staples. I run 2 Trap Stuns, and I also run 2 Mare Forces. Now, with a lot, like I said, with Heavy Storm gone, you kind of have to stop a lot of big plays, and that Trap Stun could stop one of the biggest plays out there. You prevent yourself from getting Mare Force or your monster getting Bottomless to Compulse. Just depends on the kind of deck your opponent runs. It really comes in handy, that Trap Stun. Mare Force is just basic staple. That's all my traps. Now I'm going to go to my extra card deck. First of all, I started off with 1 Belay Armor Ninja, just in case I want to be able to sell for OTKs. I run 1 Elemental Hero Nova Master. 1 Elemental Hero Gaia, which is not bad. Master, you get draw power. Gaia, you can cut your monster's attack in half and gain it in its attack power for that turn. 2 Shining, reason for Miracle Fusion as well, but also still can be a nice beast stick and Exy if anyone wants to go that far. I run 2 Absolute Zeros. First of all, it's like pretty much a Dark Hole, or well, should I say Lightning Vortex for my opponent, but not for me. And there's a combo I could chain with that one as well. I run 1 Vision Hero Trinity and 1 Vision Hero Adoration. I run 2 Adoration from time to time depending on the battle, and if I'm not using Trinity, I will probably put in a Mass Hero Vapor and replace. The next card, like I said, I run 1 Vapor right now, and due to the fact I'm running Trinity as the other one, but if not, I'll usually run 2 of those. I run 2 Mass Hero Acids. This is the part of the combo I was talking about before. You can use some Absolute Zero, tag, and you still got more monsters, mass change, bring out acid, and you have pretty much a Lightning Vortex to a Heavy Storm combo. Because once Absolute leaves the field, no matter which way it leaves, it pretty much destroys all monsters your opponent controls, and then acid pretty much destroys all spell and traps. And then you lose, your monsters lose 300. But since Absolute kick in, ain't nothing to worry about no more. Next card I run will be 2 Mass Hero Dianes. This card is, I would say, almost a big combo for OTKs if you use this card right. Because once this thing destroys a monster by battle, you can pretty much special summon a level 4 little elemental hero from your deck. You can almost set up for even ones that's banished and get Voltic out, or whichever one you need to pull out the deck like right away and pop Fusion or Exy Summon. Nice card, big help. And the last one I run is 1 Elemental Hero Divine Neos. He can also help me, especially since it removes monsters from play from what's in the graveyard and becomes the effect, plus it gains 500 on top of that. I can't argue with it. It's been really helpful for me from time to time whenever I can pull it out. But it's not a bad one at all. So that is it, everybody. That is my E-Hero deck. I hope you like it and you will enjoy it and maybe come up with some more new ideas that may have never been used for E-Hero. So please subscribe, like, share, and hopefully I'll have another video for you soon. This is Team Mugen Duel, BlueStorm's signing out.